What's up everyone? Welcome back to DriveTheory. Today we're going to be installing the full exhaust on the Evo 4. Let's get to it. What's up guys? I know it's been a while, but if you're a frequenter of this channel, you'll probably recognize a bit of change of scenery, and this is what we've been working on. We now have a full shop all to ourselves. We got a lift, we got a fabrication area with a welder, Joe press, all that good stuff. We got everything we need to really dive into these cars and make them the best we possibly can. First of all, I want to apologize for the fan noise. I am working on a better audio setup so that we can get rid of that. Right now, I can do a bit in post-processing, but you know, it's really gonna have to deal with it for a bit so I can figure out a better audio setup to kind of mitigate that as we're filming. Also, the lighting isn't the greatest in here. I'm looking for alternatives to that as well, probably some like photography or videography lights, some vertical lights, things like that, to try to make it a bit better. But we can, we'll work with what we got. Today we're going to be installing a full downpipe back, well, basically turbo back exhaust, full on the Evo 4. And this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. As you know, I've had the HKS catback for a while now. I really wanted to do this all in one video, so we don't have to change things up over and over again, kind of revisit the same thing. It's easier viewing for you guys, easier filming for me. So I finally was able to find a awesome downpipe and high flow cat setup for this car. As you know, it's an older car, so most of the options that were out there, like HKS and NVIDIA and all that, those have all been long discontinued. So they're pretty much impossible to find. You might be able to find a couple on eBay used, but I wanted something good, and I went to the guys at FeliBuilt up in Canada, and I'm gonna show you guys what we got. So if you're a frequenter of the Evo 4 Facebook group, you might have seen FeliBuilt around. It is owned by a guy named Felix Hodgkinson. I'm sorry if I butchered your name there, my guy, but he makes some really high quality parts specifically for the Evo 4, all custom fabricated, hand built in-house, and they are really high quality. He offers both test pipes and high flow cats. This is his high flow cat option. It uses a G Sport high flow catalytic converter, and basically he's got the normal flanges you would expect for a high flow cat to fit directly to the stock exhaust if you are using the stock exhaust, or any other exhaust that uses the factory flanges, like our HKS cat back here, which we'll get into in a second. He also has some really nice downpipes. These are very smooth bends, nothing crazy, no like hard cuts or anything like that, so really great flow. It is I believe it's 3-inch, and it goes up to a 2.75 inch up at the turbo side to match the factory turbo. And also he has an option to weld in a bung for a wideband O2 sensor, which we needed. You may not need this, your miles may vary, but it is an extra charge for that. He's got this awesome flex joint in here, which is really good. A lot of the aftermarket units don't include this, and especially if you're using a factory motor mount, so there's actually a lot of flex that goes through this pipe, and I've definitely seen downpipes in cars crack without this. So it's definitely a good thing you added this in here. Just to let you know it's super high quality. But yeah, now that I've shown you guys what we're working with, let's get under the car and really see how this is gonna work out. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of hard to get the camera up in here, but the downpipe connects to the turbo right up there, and it runs back to the factory cat right here. So now to show you guys what we're working with, let's dive in and get this thing unbolted. Welcome back guys, it's a new day. Yesterday was a lot of effort taking off the exhaust. I had to take it off all in one piece because as you can see here, these bolts throughout the entire thing are just completely rusted to hell. And I was not able to get really any of them off other than the downpipe. Luckily, I was able to get the downpipe off. Also, I had to cut this cat temp sensor because this fitting here, let's see if I can roll this over. No. This fitting here is completely rounded. No way getting it off. Luckily, I don't need this anyway with the high flow cat, so it's not a big deal, and we can just pull it up through the body. I'll show you that in a little bit. But check this out. This is actually a Fujitsu catback, and let's see if you look right there, there's the logo right there, authentic. And then if I can flip this around, there's actually these really cool plates here. Main factory, Fujitsu. I would really like to know if someone knows in the comments what kind of exhaust this actually is. I did some Googling around. I couldn't find anything that looked exactly the same. And I couldn't really find anything that, you know, sounded like it. So I don't, is it custom made? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know what this is, because I'd really like to know. But for now, let's take a look under the car and see what we're working with. So yesterday I showed you guys the Philly built downpipe. It's kind of mocked up in here right now. It's not tightened down, obviously, so we can get everything lined up. But it actually fits really well. Unfortunately, this is gonna, the wideband 02 is gonna need rerouted. And when I was removing the old downpipe, I had the exhaust rack here, and it actually, the downpipe fell off the exhaust rack and yanked on this cord. So, and this was still in the downpipe as well, just loosened. And it actually pulled the wiring of this out of the sleeve. So I don't think any of this wiring's damaged. I hope it's not, but worst case, and also this sensors, these wideband 02 sensors is actually pretty delicate. I hope I didn't damage one of these, but if I did, I'll have to overnight a new one. Not a big deal, but kind of annoying. But yeah, so today we're gonna be putting on the rest of the catback as well as the Philly built high flow cat. So let's get to it. I actually realized I forgot to show you guys yesterday the catback we're working with. We got a HKS high power catback. This thing is super nice. These things are getting harder and harder to find, but they are super nice catbacks. One interesting thing here is that the piping is actually coated, which is nice. I've never seen that before. I did have to get this from UK. I think I got it from a company called Drift Shop. And you know, as you can imagine, a package of this size coming from the UK is pretty expensive to ship, but when you work with an old car like this and everything's discontinued, you kind of got to work with what you got. So let's get into it.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you.
Alright guys, something's wrong with my camera, so I don't know how much of the actual footage of the install I got, but I did get it set up. So let's hope this wideband 02 is good to go, and we will get this thing started. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see what's going on. Unfortunately, I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't check any codes or anything like that, but I mean, it sounds good. It did hesitate to start a little bit, but the engine's cold right now. Let's see. Sounds good. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but yeah, if you can rev it. Let's get a little outside action going. Eric's going to rev it for us. So. Oh yeah, that sounds good. It's definitely running a little bit. I think that wideband might be yeah, buddy. I'm happy with that though. We'll see how much of the install footage we actually got. I really apologize for that. I don't know what's going on with this camera. It kept just like shutting off whenever we were trying to film it. So we'll see what happens when we get to editing this, but until next time,